Um, just a reminder, you have 5 minutes and keep an eye on your chat box for cues.
Okay, and you're recording?
Yes, we are. We'll send them over after.
Okay. Hi, I'm Suzanne from TVMEG. How are you doing?
Suzanne, how are you? I'm good.
Pretty good, pretty good. I interviewed you about 15 years ago at a conference call about Dark Blue. That was a
Oh,
great show.
Wow.
yo, this is great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before you were such a big star.
man, that's very humbling for me. Thank you, Suzanne, for being with me and kind of following the career. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
I know. What did you most like about the script for this when you read it?
I think that it really spoke to outcast.
Mhm.
Pariahs might be too dramatic of a phrasing or a title, but obviously it's synonymous with being an outcast. And secretly, Susanna, one of my favorite movies is Mean Girls.
Oh, the
And I,
boys can be mean too.
yeah, and I ended up working with a couple of actors from Clueless, and so I think about just that high school moment in our lives or junior high moment where the cafeteria is full and who sits at what table.
Right.
What spoke to me when reading the script is Lulu's Renee and Trey's character, which we see in an opening scene, as you know, where they truly are at the same table as outcasts, but even outcasts amongst each other.
Yeah.
I thought that Keys was no different from them. I thought in his own world, Keys is relegated to sitting at a table and or relegates himself to sitting at a table that nobody else is either allowed at or would want to sit down next to him at because of his functions and his thoughts. And
Right.
I think it really speaks to where our country and many countries and continents beyond are at right now. They're at a place of wondering who. A lot of people are wondering, where do I belong? And I feel like this movie speaks to that. Maybe the most found character is Croak, the alien.
Yeah. So the movie hints that Croak killed your character's child. Is that pretty much the backstory they gave you? Did they give you more than that, or?
They didn't give me that backstory, but it does hint to that. But I didn't get that. Maddie gave me just enough, I think, to leave room for me to sort of decipher on my own, um, maybe what sandbox to play from,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not necessarily to play in. The movie is the sandbox I'm asked to play in, but from whence we come, right? And so the cracks and the breaks and whatever he comes from, it doesn't necessarily, well, as it was spoken to me by my director, it doesn't necessarily denote that Croak has done what you've stated. I think you're making a very astute assessment, but it's enough for me to just figure out the pain of the guy in the way that I want it to be, I guess, exhibited to the viewer. But I think all viewers would go, something's wrong with Keys.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a bone to
Uh,
pick, if any bones to pick.
what was most challenging for you about making the movie?
Um, I think being as harsh as I had to be to Lulu's Renee, which obviously means I had to be that harsh to Lulu. I'm not actually doing some damage to certain body part of hers that the viewer will see that I'm doing damage to, but she's such a great actor. And when somebody's really good, they make you as the tennis player hitting opposite of them called their fellow actor, they make you really feel the pain that they're feeling. So I think what was really hard for me was inflicting such pain upon her. Those scenes were tough for me.
All right. Well, they told me that's my last question. So I really appreciate talking to you. And I loved you in Section 31 as well. So that's a great movie. And I'm sorry it didn't get made into more. I was really looking forward to that series. So,
Thank you.
but I'm sure you'll have great things ahead because you've already done so much wonderful work. All
It to me, Suzanne. Just the
right.
fact that you've been there pretty much from the beginning until now, that means a lot. I won't forget this conversation. I
Well,
appreciate
good. At least we can see each other's faces this time. Thank you.
you.